O'Donnell. I'm presenting Lou Gehrig Did Not Die of Cancer. It was written by Jason Miller in 1972. Kindy Berger plays Barbara Spinelli. Chris Krug plays Victor Spinelli, and Amy Jangoshin plays Helen Martin.
Barbara speaking. No, he's not, Phil. I expected him over an hour ago. Did the team lose? Well, then you know he's probably at the lounge, drowning his sorrows. The umpire's gonna sue him? Well, Victor hit him in the mouth with a catcher's mitt. How can he sue us for that? A front tooth? Yeah, all right, Phil, call him tomorrow. You can catch him before we go to the theater. Yeah, call him tomorrow. Bye, Phil. For once in all my life, I want the power to mold human destiny. Oh, damn it. No, Mr. Wiener, my husband is not here, and I don't know when he'll be in. Oh, God almighty. Yes, I'm sure your son's as good a player as anyone else on the team. I don't know why Victor doesn't play him more often. My husband is not anti-Semitic. Good God, you're acting like a child, Mr. Wiener. Look, I'm really very busy. Call him tomorrow and talk to him yourself. Yes. I know. Goodbye, Mr. Wiener. Oh, give me patience. Oh, hello. Won't you come in and sit down?
I'm very sorry to bother you like this, Mrs. Spinelli, especially since we've never been introduced. My name is Helen Martin, and I live down the street. I feel very foolish coming here like this, but I'd like to speak to your husband concerning my son Jeffrey. Jeffrey plays in your husband's little league team, you see.
Oh, I see. Well, at least you're being civilized about it. Parents usually ride frog in the mouth. Can I get you something to drink? My husband is on his head.
No, thank you. I assure you, Mrs. Spinelli, I'm not going to lose my temper. And I hope I'm not intruding.
No, please don't feel that way. Good God, parents usually arrive ready to crucify Victor in the nearest telephone pole.
Well, I certainly did not come here to cause you or your husband any discomfort. I just think there are some things you should know in regard to Jeffrey. You see, Jeffrey's the type of boy... I'm not asking for favoritism, Mrs. Spinelli. I'm afraid it sounds as if I am, but my son Jeffrey is rather unaggressive. Oh, he loves to play. It's just he's not one to throw himself fiercely into the fray. I encouraged him to use his mind and completely neglected his body.
Well, that wasn't the improper thing to do.
But you see, I had forgotten the value competitive sports have for a boy. Mrs. Spinelli, my son adores your husband. He really does. And it hurts him when... The problem is, Jeffrey never plays. I know, because I go to all the games. And he just sits way down at the end of the bench, alone. He's terribly hurt and ashamed, and I don't know what to do. He has no father to turn to, and he refuses to talk to me now. Oh, good Lord, I have been giving a lecture, haven't I? You know, when you get next school teacher started, you have to ring a bell to shut her up.
There's no need for apologies, Mrs. Martin. I understand the problem. Believe me, I do. My husband, as you probably have already gathered from seeing the games, is a great big, giant-sized little boy.
But he's so passionately involved, Mrs. Spinelli. I mean, watching him, I get the feeling he deeply cares about the boys on the team.
Oh, sure. He cared so much today, he knocked out a man's tooth. Now he might just get slapped with a lawsuit.
I was there, and the man did, it seemed to me, provoke your husband. He called Mr. Spinelli in a loud voice a dumb wop. I think your husband was more embarrassed than angry because when the man said it, he just hit him with that big round thing.
The catcher's mitt.
And considering the play in question was disputable, I don't think your husband was entirely wrong.
But it's only a game. It's not Victor's profession or vocation. He just gets so volcanic about the whole thing.
He does put on quite a show. Between ourselves, I sometimes think he's better than the game. Well, I'd better be off. I'll try calling your husband later tonight.
Oh, you'd better make it tomorrow. He'll be at the theater tonight, and then the cast party, which is simply a mad affair, never ends before 5.
I'll try tomorrow then. You've been very kind.
Oh, not at all. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Oh, and I must tell you, your husband's company makes the best spaghetti sauce I've ever tasted. Really.
Spaghetti is Spinelli.
Yes, it certainly is. Well, goodbye.
Bye now. Barbara speaking. No, Mr. Toomey, my husband is not here, and I don't know when he'll be in. Really? Yeah, I gathered it was in relation to your son. Really? Is that so? I don't know why Victor only plays in 2 innings. Maybe he's afraid your son will have a heart attack if he plays him any more than 2 innings. Friend.
Hello? Yeah, Mr. Toomey. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something. Your son cracks under pressure. He can't take the pressure. He's a 2-inning ball player. After that, his nerves go to pieces.
Oh, God.
Yeah? Yeah, well, none of us likes to hear the truth, Mr. Toomey. Fine, you do that. Take him off the team. Send him to the tennis courts. Yeah? Yo, why don't you send him to dance school? He's very graceful. Nobody's casting aspersions on anything. I just said he'd be a better dancer than a ball player, that's all. Let Mr. Toomey go to hell.
Nerves going to pieces, Victor. He's only an 11-year-old child.
He's a shaky kid. He doesn't have it in here.
He's just a baby.
By the time he's 16, he'll be on tranquilizers.
You are hard to believe, Victor Spinelli. You're just too much.
Am I? Look, Greta, save the acting for the stage, all right?
Oh, I will. I certainly will. If you'll save your antics for the boxing ring.
Who called?
That moron, Phil. The man's gonna sue us, Victor.
So let him sue. Honey, I really laid one on that loudmouth. Bam! His ears almost fell off.
There are other ways of settling disputes than hitting someone in the mouth with a catcher's mitt.
What catches me? Honey, I hit him with my fist. This fist closed just like this. And I hit him like so.
Oh, really? Then Phil must have made a mistake, because he said you hit him with the catcher's mitt.
Listen, sweetie, I don't need weapons.
Oh, then Mrs. Martin must have been mistaken, too, because she said you hit him with the catcher's mitt. And she was there.
Who's Mrs. Martin?
Or someplace on your little league team. I believe he's the one that sits on the end of the bench, alone.
Oh, Mary Jane. So Miss Martin is Mary Jane's mother, huh?
No, she's Jeffrey's mother. She's very upset.
Look, you want to know the truth? I gave the kid a suit, right? A gift. Because he's so bad, it's unbelievable. And I felt sorry for the skinny, bloodless kid. And I put him on the team. And I let him bat once. Just once. The very first game I let him bat. And I thought the kid would piss all over home plate. 1, 2, 3. And he came back and sat down at the end of the bench. And that's where he's staying for the rest of the season.
She's gonna call you tomorrow. Use a little tact in talking to her,
Charm
please.
the pants right off.
Oh, figuratively speaking, of course.
Is there any other way?
Put a little juice in you, and you're just a wit.
You know, I think I'll try it for one of your plays. I'd probably electrify everyone.
Oh, well, Stephen was thinking of doing the hairy ape.
Is it a good role? Would I be the hero?
Oh, you wouldn't have to memorize a line. Just walk out there and burp and belch and scratch.
Forget it. I don't think I'd get along with that faggoty friend of yours.
Stephen is not a faggot. He's a gentleman and an excellent director.
Also an excellent
Don't
faggot.
tell me I worked with a man for 6 months and
And
I
I
don't
saw
know.
the guy for 6 minutes. And I'm telling you, he's sweet. Come on, that tight-ass little walk, holding his cigarette like a baton, ascots lisping, baby's 3 feet off the ground.
It's so you, Victor, to mistake breeding and culture for something crude.
Fine, so he's read a few books. went to NYU, uses $100 words. Fine, live and let live, that's my philosophy. But I wouldn't take a shower with him, that's all I'm saying.
Jealous of him.
Jealous of him? Stop, look, and listen. If he was Adam and you were ever Eve, you'd still be in the Garden of Eden, alone.
Why do you resent people with intelligence and class and ability? People with exciting minds. People who can think and feel beyond all the rest of your ordinary, drab, beer-bellied friends.
Because my beer-belly friends are not phony. They don't have fake smiles or fake laughs or use fake words. They don't wear pants 5 sizes too small. To answer your question?
Yeah, I know what it is. I know why the people from the theater bother you so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's because they make you feel stupid. They make you feel nervous and awkward and stupid. Just like that little Martin boy, because you almost piss in your pants every time I have them over here.
Are you serious?
And it's true. Last week when the group was here, we were talking about books. Stephen asked if you ever read Proust, and you said sure all the time. He was one of my favorite writers. You know, everybody just froze with embarrassment. Absolutely went rigid with embarrassment. Because they all knew. You'd never even heard of Proust, let alone read him.
I went to college. I know who Proust is. Prousty.
You graduated with a business degree from NYU. I don't call that going to college. And even that took you 6 years to get.
Well, that's just too goddamn about you and your intellectual friends. All of you sitting around drinking all my liquor, talking about Proust. Sitting around drinking all my booze. Talking about what's his name? The guy that ended up at
F. Scott Fitzgerald had terrifying problems.
Sure he did. And one of them was alcohol. All of you sitting around talking like crazy. Oh, he was so marvelous. What perception. What depth. Depth. Fanguda depth. The guy couldn't even face life.
Please don't use yourself as a model of life-facing, Victor.
I stare it right in the face, baby. I don't sit around and talk about how other people face it. Because I face it every day of my life. I think my thoughts. I don't steal them from books. And I don't pick dead men's brains for ideas so I can impress a bunch of people who aren't going to be impressed because they're too busy trying to impress me. You know what I noticed about the little sewing circle the other night? Everybody talked, but nobody listened. Everybody sat around doing a monologue, but nobody gave a good goddamn what anyone else was saying.
You just sat back there like Buddha, silly grin and all, and said nothing.
Right.
Just like you sit back and say nothing every time your father comes to this house.
Let's leave my father out of this, Barbara.
No, let's not. Let's really clear the air. Old King Kong Spinelli can face a little thing like the truth. Do you know you're as terrified of your father as you're terrified of my friends?
You gotta say that once too often. I'm knock you right in your fat bitchy ass.
Oh, you have your catcher's mitt ready?
Keep it up, Mal. Our relationship with my father is my business, not yours.
Very much my business. When he comes in here telling me how to run my
He
house.
tells you nothing.
I'm telling your father we're living our lives separate from him. Your father and I are going to come to an understanding. What's he gonna do? Cut you out of your fair share of the company? Stop your annual donation? Fire you? The man owns us.
I'm doing a good job for him. We're paying our own way.
Victor, that's not true. Not really.
Look, you've accepted my new advertising line. Spinelli gives you the saucy spaghetti. The old man was delighted with that line.
Accept
He might even put it to music.
Accepting it and using it are two different things.
He'll use it, I know.
He accepted Spinelli, the sauce that made spaghetti famous. But did he use it? No. He used Spinelli as spaghetti instead, which was Bob's suggestion. But I tell everybody it was yours.
You don't have to do that.
All you're doing is collecting your paycheck every Friday.
Look, I sold him on the idea of sponsoring the Little League team, didn't I? They bought the bats, the suits, everything.
Only because he loves baseball. He didn't even ask you about the team the last time he was here.
Because it bothers him because we're in last place.
Oh, Victor, this is insane, honey. I'd leave here with you tomorrow if you'd go back to the city and start with Harry again. Here, face the facts, Victor. Here with your father's friend will always be the lackey, the son of the boss.
I face the facts, but I am going to prove to the old man that I can carry the weight of my share of the company.
You've been trying to prove something to your father for the last 30 years. He thought he wanted you to be a baseball player. You tried it. You know what happened. He wanted you to be a doctor. You flunked out. You did everything he wanted you to do and nothing you wanted. You keep telling yourself lies, pretending you're important to the company.
Let's not talk about lying to ourselves, Barbara. Don't tell me about daydreams.
that supposed to mean?
It means that this stupid community acting has gone straight to your head. Dancing lessons on Thursday, speech lessons on Monday. And you're not going to New York with any faggot to see any agent about doing any commercials. Do you understand me?
Well, that agent is coming to the show tonight, upon Stephen's request. If he wants to get me work, I'm going to New York to read for anything that might come up.
So he's coming to see you play tonight, huh? Well, forget about New York, baby. Wake up. Because tonight, the dream is over. Bye-bye, big city. That agent is gonna die laughing at you.
He doesn't die of laughter. If, by some small miracle, he likes my work, I'm going to New York. Do you understand?
Hey, you know where your talent is? It's in your boobs. Everybody goes to see your enormous boobs. I'm not kidding. Your boobs come on stage first, and then you follow. There should be a stage named Barbara Boobs or Bullet Breasts.
Thank you for your confidence in me, Victor, but I'm going to New York.
You better move out of my house, then.
Whose house?
Mine! This house is mine!
You know, this play acting, it started out as just a simple diversion, an escape from all the sterility that surrounds me, a little exercise in female vanity. But now it's become all I have. It's become a necessity. You're right, Victor. It's a daydream. But it's mine, and nobody gave it to me, and so I'm not afraid of anybody taking it away. And as things stand now, it might very well be the most important thing in my life.
I swear to you, Barbara, if you go to New York, you're never coming back to this house again.
I am through sitting here in this house with you and your father every third Thursday like clockwork. Sitting in this living room, listening to the goddamn voice of Crusoe for 3 hours. I am done inflicting that torture upon myself. Now, I shall go upstairs and finish dressing for the theater.
What? Hello, Phil. Yeah. Look, Phil, nobody calls me a wop, all right? No, with my fist, Phil. It was in the other hand. I know it looks bad for the league. What? What do you mean, fired? You can't fire me. I'm the sponsor, remember? My old man bought the bats, the balls. I own the team. You did? My old man said what? My old man said that? No, I don't want to coach the 8 to 10-year-olds. Christ. It's being like shipped to the minors. No hard feelings. I'll see you around.
Drive me to the theater now. You still have time to come back and get dressed.
I'm not going to the theater.
Where are the keys? You know what it is? We've simply outgrown each other. After 5 years, I have to remind myself.
You know, I never made love to you without getting the feeling you were defending yourself against something. And that's not booze talking either.
I'm going to the party. I'll be very late.
Have a nice time! O'Neill, Mailer, Stanislavski, Hemingway, Proust. Burn the books! The big book burning. Who are you? Don't tell me again. You're Mrs. Martin, mother of boy baseball player Jeffrey Martin.
Yes, I am. How did you know?
It's a secret.
Well, I promised only to take a little of your time. Your wife was coming down the street in the car as I was getting up, and she stopped and said you're home and available to talk to you about Jeffrey. So, here I am.
Isn't my wife a charitable person, Mrs. Martin? Just a little flower of Pleasant Hills.
She's a lovely person, Mr. Spinelli.
Broke the mold. Just threw the old mold right out to the old polluted river. Come here, let me fix you a drink. Excuse me a moment. The great purge is just beginning. Going to the incinerator to burn some subversive books. I'll be right back. Hey, you got a match? Never mind, I have some. crisis is over. Mrs. Martin, this is my trophy case. Come on, let me take you on a little tour of my trophy case. Now you see, this little gold gentleman here, I received on the night of September 10th, 1953. MVP, most valuable player of the American Legion tournament. I had 3 home runs in that tournament, 2 doubles, and stole home. Number 12 on your scorecards, but number 1 in your hearts, Victor Spinelli. And this little gold gentleman, this represents the home run championship of the year 1953. 38 home runs, Victor Spinelli. Same night, September 10th, 1953. But this one is the king of the little gold gentleman. Because it represents the award given by the American Legion to the best young ball player on the whole East Coast. Mrs. Martin, the most promising young baseball player on the whole Eastern Seaboard. His name reads Victor Spinelli, September 10th, 1953. You know, I never won a goddamn thing after September 10th, 1953. My day of doom. Just one brief night of glory. Boom, obscurity. I'm sorry, let me fix you a drink.
Scotch and soda, please.
Scotch and soda. Scotch and soda. Now, you here to discuss Jeffrey, Mrs. Martin?
Yes, I am. I talked at length. I'm afraid at very great length.
Wonderful woman, my wife. Cries the fall of a sparrow. Almost divorced me last winter when I had to ground the 4 kittens. Terrible mess. I'm sorry, go on.
Yes, well, you see, I don't mean to sound...
Like a bitch? Believe me, that is not my impression of you at all, Mrs. Martin. I know you're not a bitch. Not a bitchy bone in your body. My impression of you is of a mother who is sad because her son is sad and feels in the outside of everything and everybody.
That just about sums it up.
See, I understand about these things, Mrs. Martin, and about being on the outside looking in on that circle of importance. I mean, I feel for the poor slob who can't find the handle. Not that your son is a slob, Mrs. Martin, but when it comes to baseball, Jeffrey can't find the handle. I'm going to be very blunt with you, Mrs. Martin. Your son is a rotten baseball player.
I know that, Mr. Spinelli. I can see that for myself. But that's not what's bothering him so much. Really. All he wants is to be included and respected, and not made a scapegoat for the other boys.
Isn't that what we all want? I want it, you want it. Everybody wants it. We don't really change that much, do we?
Mr. Spinelli? Mr. Spinelli?
What? I was just thinking of something. You're a very pretty woman, Mrs. Martin.
Why, thank you.
I think beauty should be complimented. I am a great complimenter of beauty, so let me fill you up. Drink up, you can trust me.
I gather you're a fan of Caruso?
Actually, it bores the hell out of me. I'm Italian, but I don't understand a word he's saying. My father likes him. Listen to him out of habit, I guess.
He has an unbelievable voice.
To the Italians, he's a magnifico, a national hero.
Oh, I think he must be magnifico to anyone who'd ever heard his voice. A voice like that is not a visceral, if you know what I mean.
Well, you gotta have somebody besides Capone.
Capone?
Al Capone, the gangster. He's an Italian hero, too.
I always thought he was Jewish.
No. Listen, to the Italians, Capone and Valentino are more popular than Pope.
And Caruso, too?
Yeah, and Caruso, too. Look, I won't be coaching the team anymore, so I don't know what help I can be.
You've been replaced?
Yeah, got my walking papers.
Was it because of what you did this afternoon?
And it's bad for the kids to see me punching people around. Bad for the Spinelli spaghetti image.
But you were insulted. to see a man stand up for his honor is a good example for the boys, I should think.
Do you really believe that?
I most certainly do.
My wife thinks I'm crazy.
But you did the only thing a man could do after being crudely provoked. And I'm very sorry you've been replaced.
You know, Jeffrey's kind of quiet kid. Not the athletic type.
Yes, he is more like me than his father. His father was very athletic. He loved to hunt, he loved to ski.
You're a widow, Mrs. Martin?
Not really.
Well, what do you mean? You're either a widow or you're not a widow. There's no in between.
I feel like a widow, but my husband is very much alive. And I'm not divorced, nor am I legally separated. It sounds confusing, doesn't it?
Sounds in between.
You see, Jeffrey's father, when Jeffrey was very young, decided married life was too confining for him. So he left. Anyway, Jeffrey's now in the habit of adopting fathers for himself. You know, teachers, instructors, etc. You were his idol since the first day you led him on the team. He admired your spirit, the way you fought and demanded justice for your little team. Respect and justice and fair play are very important to Jeffrey.
Well, it wasn't anything that eloquent, Mrs. Martin. I just get mad very easily. Especially when I'm in last place.
Well, I'd better run and let you get to your wife's side.
It's all right. I'm going tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, they'll know at least half their lines.
Oh,
Sit down. Let me get you another scotch. Now, just moved here recently?
about 6 months ago.
Work in town?
I taught school in New York up until last year. I'm now in what you might call an extended sabbatical.
You don't have many friends up here, huh?
Oh, I have some. I prefer the quiet life, though, if you know what I mean. I've had the carnival side of life with my husband. I just want to take a rest now. A kind of inventory of myself, if you know what I mean.
You know what I think? I think you're still waiting for your husband to come back to you.
I might have agreed with you 3 years ago. Now I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm here in my suburban retreat.
You want some advice? Some advice from the original Landers? I think he's gone and he's not coming back. He's gonna fly right past the sun and not come back. And you're still a good-looking woman, Mrs. Martin. It's about time for Jeffrey to have a father. So I'd start hunting if I were you. I'm a blunt bastard, so you'll have to excuse me. Very good at telling other people how to put out their own fires. My own house burns to the ground.
Strange as it may seem, Mr. Spinelli, I don't know if I can love anyone but my husband. I have tried and failed. I've gone through the sordid politics of manhunting and almost convinced myself 1 or 2 times that I'd found someone that I could be happy with. But inevitably, my wandering husband would write just a short note saying nothing really, or he would call from some strange little town whose name I'd never heard of, talk to me in the middle of the night, and we'd become nostalgic. I would cry and he would cry. He would promise and swear on all the gods that ever existed that he loved me and was coming home to stay. Well, after one of these midnight scenes, the other man just never existed. I may be old-fashioned, but I'm getting very tired of waiting.
You're all right, Mrs. Martin. A little strange, but you're all right.
You're right, I'm afraid I am a little strange.
I was just kidding.
Some,
Good woman.
Sometimes I think I was born 200 years too late. Mary Shelley and I would have had a lot in common.
Hello? No, it's the ex-coach. You're a strong woman. A little strange, but strong. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I just got an idea. Since I am now the retired ex-coach of the Spinelli Spoilers, got a little memento. A souvenir my father gave me. A little gift for Jeffrey. This is a baseball. It's a very special baseball. It's a special baseball because it was hit by Lou Gehrig on Sunday, June 14th, 1939, to left field deep box seats in Yankee Stadium. Present among over 30,000 people were me and my father. See, my father loved baseball. He loved Lou Gehrig. And on that Sunday, Lou Gehrig, not even knowing that my father loved him, not even suspecting that my father loved him like a son, not even knowing my father was at the game, hit this baseball right into my father's lap. It's the first and the last time I ever believed in God. My father was in a trance. It was a miracle. And after the game, we waited until it got dark and the stadium was empty. My father said not one word. Waited alone in the darkness with Lou Gehrig. Finally he came out. My father went over and spoke to him in Italian. Then he did the most incredible thing. Lou Gehrig did the most amazing thing. And he hugged my father. And they were laughing. And I remember I started to cry. Standing there watching Lou Gehrig hug my father. I don't know why to this day. They didn't notice me though. And when he came over and shook my hand, handed me the autographed ball, I just smiled up at him. And to this day, I don't know what Lou Gehrig said to my father in the dock outside of Yankee Stadium. A strange feeling even now, you know?
Yes, I do.
Lou Gehrig died a few years later. The day Lou Gehrig died, my father cried. And that was the first and the last time I ever saw my father cry. Even when they lowered my mother into the ground, his face was dry. Even when the scouts came to see me play, when the big league scouts came to see me play and I struck out 3 times and they wanted nothing to do with me, he said nothing. The day Lou Gehrig died, he said one thing. Lou Gehrig did not die of cancer. He died of a broken heart. And those were his exact and only words on that day. Isn't it strange, Mrs. Martin? My father could be hurt so much by the death of a stranger. Someone who didn't. Give this ball to Jeffrey. Had it too long.
Are you sure you want him to have it?
Things like this mean a lot to a kid. And I don't need it anymore. Not gone. You know what I like about you, Mrs. Martin? You really listen to somebody. You really make someone want to talk.
Thank you.
You know, I'm gonna be blunt with you. Looks like the both of us are still waiting for sure defeat to turn to sudden victory. And it just ain't gonna happen. You know, there's some people who die waiting for something that might not exist.
Yes.
Don't hold on to hope, Mrs. Martin. Hold on to another human being. That
I don't know if I can.
you won't know if you don't try.
Can I go get some coffee?
The next scene is almost 20 years after that.
when they've gone on and had their own lives.